when I go on the garage band, when I go on the loop station, when I go on to anything, I'm just like, I'm free. I get to be a superhero for like however many long the song is gonna take. So that's I'm pretty much a reflection just as much as Parish said, but it's really that escape plan and it's so beautiful. I love it to bits.
Good answer. That's wonderful, Shelby. Good answer. That's one thing that I always find the music is being able to you listen to the lyrics, but the lyrics mean something when the artist is singing. They're talking about what they've been through, what they've seen in the world, or what they're gonna do now, and that's pretty good. Yanni.
By the way, just to kind of those two, they did a really good job kind of explaining like what music means a lot. Like they kind of took the words right out of my mouth. But I would probably say music. What music means to me, music is basically. I might one up that and say it's like therapy almost to me. I would probably say, and it's like the love of my life. Had a, I always had like a I've always had like a dream of like relating to the audience because the audience, the people, the fans don't know what an artist feels. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists, they write down, they even like not to kind of like diss on the new rappers. I don't like to listen to music where they talk about money and cars and like all this flashy stuff and having a good time, which is perfectly fine. If rappers want to talk about that, sure, that's fine. That's giving them a hype, giving them a vibe. But you want to be more relatable to the audience. Like, let's say, like, for example, like Logic is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Like, you could say however you want about him. You could say he's corny and whatever, but you could tell that he's gone through a lot. And I feel like I want music. I think music, the reason why I say music is therapeutic to me is because whenever I'm feeling an emotion, whether if I'm happy or mad or sad, I write everything down. Because like you said, lyrics means everything. You can't just write just to write. If you're feeling a type of way about something or someone or a thing that's happening in your life, write it down. It's kind of like poetry because I love poetry. I love poetry. I love English is my one of my top favorite subjects. Every day when I'm feeling something, I write it down. I write it down or put it on my phone because I want to kind of express through music. I want to express how I feel through music so people can be like, oh, now I understand what this guy is saying, or I understand what this guy's going through because I'm going through that same situation, whether if I'm depressed or whether if I'm happy, sad, dealing with the heartbreak relationship thing, or it's music really does mean a lot to me. But I would always say that music is like therapy and always will always be the love of my life because no matter where I go in life, no matter what situations I'm going through, whether if it's a good day, a bad day, music will always be by my side. Like I listen to music for inspiration constantly, and that's kind of like that's kind of the main reason why music means a lot to me. So yeah.
Yeah, those are good answers, guys. You guys did a good job of answering those questions. It says here I have 10 minutes of my meeting, so we might have to take a interlude and come back depending on what time it ends. But I'm gonna try to get to the last two. So basically, let's see. Are there any songs or new album hits you guys are working on or have coming out?
Well, I don't actually want to like say too much on what's going on, but I am working on a new album. I've been working on it for about 5, 6 months now. Like when I tell you that this new album, like I'm not trying to like expose or anything, but I'm telling you that this new album is nothing like the previous projects. And when I'm telling you that I took my time with this project, I really did took my time. And you can expect me rapping more. And that's all I can say from there. But that's basically what I'm working on right now. I'm working on a couple of other different things, but that's basically it so far. So yeah, I'm working on a new album, and I'm really, really happy. I really am happy with it. So.
Parish.
Yeah. Let me. I don't want to say too much either, but I don't want to say too much either, but okay. Me and my group. We are. Um. Um. We are in the process of working on a few songs. Put a few songs, and we are hoping to drop. We're hoping to drop an EP or a demo album next year. When next year? I can't say for sure. But 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 all I do know is that it would definitely be coming out next year. So be on the lookout.
And Shelby.
Yes. Okay. So for me, I got a lot of stuff going. All right. So really, as of today, because I'm sometimes very impatient, I have a lot of patience, but sometimes it wears thin pretty fast. So I decided, as of today, I did want to release one more track from my upcoming album called Fifth Diamond. And the reasoning behind that, because it's actually my fifth album that I've ever made, but it's the first one going out into the world. So it's my baby jewel for the rest of the world to see. But I decided, since I was like, you know what, I want to give people a little more taste of what Fifth Diamond can offer. So today it is actually on my SoundCloud, and you can go check it out now. It is called Stormed Province. I've had it for 4.5 years. It sat in my iPad for 4.5 years. So I decided, let me let this into the world and let's see what people think of it. The real point of Storm Province is really, it talks about, well, funny, it talks about a storm without talking at all. Like, a lot of my music is very instrumental, so you gotta let it flow. As I say, you gotta just let it flow. You gotta let it come in and then just process it through the mind, whatever that may be. But again, everybody may think of like a storm as like a rainstorm, but in this context of what a storm is, it could be a personal storm. Like, it could be somebody's depression, it could be somebody's anxiety. Um, for me, like, I hate performing because I do have a lot of anxiety, but sometimes being in front of people helps that anxiety go away. I've had depression since I was 8 years old. So pretty much like this is my storm, coming into fruition. And now it's like, how do you walk through that storm? And this storm could be for anybody. So really, I just want people to find their storm and recognize their storm and then try and walk through it to the best of your ability. That's all you can do.
Well, that's good.
I do want to say something about my about that demo that's coming out next year. The sound you can expect to be a lot sensual, because I like sensual to sensual music make you feel so with the songs that will be on here, there'll be songs that you can actually feel. You can actually feel the pain, and feel the love that I went through, or my group members went through at the time. But it but and you and you And if you like some of the songs, hopefully the song will be, and I'm hoping for some of the song to be on, hoping for some of the song to be on our very first album when we do make it. But for now, it's just gonna be a demo. So, yeah.
Where can people find the three of you? Like social media, what
Well, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter. Just type in Yanni 2K Music, and then you'll find me. You'll find me on YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Music. My rap name is actually Yanni 2K, so you guys can, if you just type in Yanni 2K, all of my stuff will be there, from lyrics, from old songs that I've done to my YouTube channel and all that stuff. You can also check me out on Twitch. Shameless plug, but but you guys can check me out on Twitch, and yeah, you guys just type in Yanni 2K on Google, then you'll find all of my stuff. So yeah, that's where you guys can find me.
Parish, where can they find you?
Okay, well, as of right now, y'all can find me on Instagram. Y'all can find me on Instagram at at Shadowhunter 119. That is my personal page for right now. My group and I haven't really started up any page, other page just yet, a group page just yet, because we haven't came up with a name just yet, but we are working on it. But for right now, you can just find me on Instagram at Shadowhunter119, and that's where I'll be. That is where I would be. That's where I'll be promoting most of my stuff, and you can also find me on Snapchat at PBoss, which is actually the name I ain't thinking about. I'm thinking about taking that day's name at PBoss. So yeah, that's where you find me.
Well, I know Shelby. They said they can find you on SoundCloud. But for the time being, I want to thank you all for being here. Yeah. I want to thank you all for. Wow. I just noticed we're running out of time. But thank you all for being here, though. Really appreciate you guys for being here on my show. And don't go away, because we're gonna talk boxing, some sports, and WWE for about a minute. But might have to switch over to my other channel. But thank you all for being here, and we'll be back. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
See ya.
Okay, buddy.